Think about the last time you used AI. Maybe you asked it to summarize an article, write an email, or fix a bug in your code. It felt great, didn't it? It was fast, seamless, and efficient. But here is the uncomfortable truth we need to talk about. AI is making you faster, but there's a very real chance it is making you dumber. Not because the technology is bad, but because of how we are using it. Most people think the greatest danger of AI is being replaced in the job market, but the more immediate, more silent danger is something called cognitive atrophy. Your brain is a muscle, and right now, millions of people are outsourcing their thinking to an algorithm. Today, I want to show you how to use AI without killing your brain. I want to show you how to turn this tool into a cognitive exoskeleton that actually raises your intelligence instead of shrinking it. Section 1. The Science of the Dumb Brain. To understand why this is happening, we have to look at the science. There is a concept in psychology called cognitive offloading. This is what happens when your brain realizes it doesn't need to do the work because a tool can do it instead. Think about GPS. Before smartphones, we had to build mental maps. We had to understand north, south, east, and west. Studies now show that people who rely heavily on GPS actually have a smaller hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for spatial memory. When the brain thinks, I don't need to remember this, it literally stops trying. AI is like GPS for your thoughts. When you ask AI to explain this, summarize that, or decide for me, your brain shuts down its deep processing systems. Your working memory goes idle. Your analytical reasoning goes to sleep. If there's no effort, there's no learning. Then there's the dopamine deception. Real learning is biologically tied to struggle. Neuroscience shows that dopamine, the chemical of motivation, spikes when we face a challenge and then succeed through effort. But AI gives you the answer instantly. There's no struggle, no uncertainty, no prediction. This creates what we call the fluency illusion. You read an AI summary and think, wow, I understand this perfectly. But because your brain didn't work for it, that knowledge is shallow. It's like a vapor. It's there for a moment, and by tomorrow morning, it's completely gone. Section 2. The 4 brain-safe rules. So how do we fix this? We have to intentionally reintroduce what psychologists call desirable difficulty. We need to make the process a bit harder on purpose so the brain stays awake. Here are the 4 brain-safe rules for the AI era. Rule number 1. Think first, prompt second. The most dangerous thing you can do is start with a blank page and ask AI to fill it. When you do that, you're telling your brain it isn't needed. Instead, try the pro method. Always start with your own rough draft, even if it's messy, even if it's just bullet points. Once you've done the heavy lifting, then you go to the AI. Say, here is my thinking. What am I missing? Where are the gaps in my logic? This forces your brain into retrieval practice. You aren't asking for an answer, you're asking for a mirror. Rule number 2. Use AI as a challenger, not a comforter. Most people use AI to make life easier. They want the simple explanation. But if you want to get smarter, you need the difficult explanation. Instead of asking AI to explain this simply, ask it to give me 3 counterarguments to my current position, or create a difficult quiz based on this text to see if I actually understood it. When AI challenges you, it forces your neurons to fire more intensely. Difficulty is the price of admission from memory. Rule number 3, the delay tactic. In an instant gratification, silence is a superpower. Before you hit enter on a prompt, perform a 60-second mental sprint. Ask yourself, what do you think the answer is going to be? Write down 3 bullet points or explain it out loud to yourself first. By doing this, you are priming your brain. When the AI finally gives you the response, it isn't just noise anymore. It's meaningful feedback that your brain is ready to absorb. Rule number 4, output before input. This is the golden rule. Output first, AI second. If you're writing a report, solve the core problem yourself first. Use AI at the very end for polishing, formatting, or checking for edge cases. If AI comes first, you are a passenger in your own life. If AI comes second, you are the director using a high-powered tool. You stay in the driver's seat. Section 3. The future belongs to the clear thinkers. We hear a lot of talk about how AI will replace writers, coders, and analysts. But let's look closer. AI won't replace people who think. It will replace people who use AI to stop thinking. The winners of this new era aren't going to be the people who can write the fastest prompts. They will be the clear thinkers. They will be the ones with first principles thinking, the ability to break a problem down to its core truths. They will be the ones with sharp error detection, who can smell an AI hallucination from a mile away because they actually know the subject matter. AI is a probabilistic engine. It predicts the next most likely word. It doesn't know anything. If you don't have the mental capacity to connect ideas yourself, you will become a slave to whatever the machine outputs. Section 4. The litmus test. So, how do you know if you're using AI correctly? I have a simple litmus test for you. Ask yourself this one question every time you use a tool like ChatGPT. Does this feel too easy? If the answer is yes, you're likely shrinking your brain. You're using AI as a cognitive crutch. You're making yourself weaker for the sake of being faster. But if the answer is no, if it feels like a workout, if the AI is pushing you to think harder, to rewrite and to question your assumptions, then you're using it as a cognitive exoskeleton. You're stretching your capabilities. Conclusion. At the end of the day, AI amplifies whatever is already there. If you provide a lazy mind, AI will make you faster at being lazy. But if you provide a sharp, curious, and disciplined mind, AI will amplify your brilliance to levels you never thought possible. The goal in the age of AI isn't to work less. The goal is to think better. Don't outsource your soul or your intellect. Use the machine for the grunt work, but keep the struggle of thinking for yourself. That is how you stay human. That is how you stay sharp. And that is how you win in a world of algorithms. If you found this helpful, share this with someone who is using AI every day. Let's make sure we're using technology to grow, not to wither. Stay curious and keep thinking.